wire victory tonight. It is not unfinished business any longer. South Carolina has captured its second national championship. Tears of triumph in 2022.
Wow. Just wow. What a game, what a season, and what a privilege and honor it is for me to have the opportunity to work with a team like this. Oh, and I just know that there are countless other photographers that would love to have that opportunity. So it's something that keeps me up at night, and I thought I would just share it in a video here on the channel. And it's how we can separate ourselves from other photographers who want to work with our clients potentially. So what I did with them the last time I worked with them, which was back in December, is going to be what this video is about. So let's get to it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is a special video. I actually have had this one in the can for a little while, but I knew that the women's basketball team here had a really good shot at winning the tournament, and I just thought it might have a little more impact if I waited until the tournament was over, and I didn't want to record anything before the tournament was over because I didn't want to jinx anything. So the ladies wrapped it up the other night, and here I am wanting to put this video to get together for y'all about a shoot we did back in December. Coach Staley got all of her players custom suits, and they wanted to do a photo shoot in their suits on white seamless, which are white background sweep, which I've got here in my studio. And so in the thought process of planning this shoot, and we'd already photographed on white earlier as well, just for kind of the regular type work that we do. And so I knew we already had done that, and I wanted to just kind of add something to this shoot, make it easy as possible, and where time is a factor, I've got to do it quickly, and I just have got to also keep it not too complicated for myself, and in order to kind of make this happen as seamlessly as possible. So what I did is I came up with a second set, and I used minimal lighting with that set, and I thought I just kind of would run through the thought process on that today, and I'll show the different lighting setups that I did and some of the results as well. So also, before I get too far in here, I want to thank everyone for jumping on board. It's been about a month since my last video. A lot of work going on, a lot of things kind of behind the scenes. It's hard to, these videos take a lot of time, so I appreciate all the new subscribers. We're over 7,000, which is pretty remarkable in starting this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please think about doing so down there below. I am a working photographer who makes YouTube videos, so it's not the other way around where I'm a YouTuber just talking about photography. I actually practice the art here and then try to share what I can with y'all on the other end of this and work it from that angle. So, and I've got some cool stuff coming up, hoping to be able to carry my camera along with me on these upcoming shoots. So let's get that out of the way. Let's kind of run through the first setup that I did, which was to capture these players from head to toe on my cyc wall here. And I kept it pretty simple. So I keep a lighting setup in here strictly for lighting the cyc, and it can be done in many different ways. But for me, what I do is I use 4 buff Einsteins with reflectors, and I use those to kind of spread the light across the wall here. And if you've seen some other videos showing some of the setups in the studio, you will have noticed those as well. So I've got these Einsteins I've had for years. They still work great. Most of my stuff I use the Pro Photo gear with, but I've kept 4 Einsteins just for this purpose. They are using the optical sensors, and so they do a great job fairly consistently on the white wall here. And so those are 4. You can do that with less lights, with maybe larger modifiers, that type of thing. So I was using 4 lights for that use case. Up above them, I had a boomed light in a strip box, 1x3 strip, and that's the Pro Photo, to kind of give that nice hair light on top. And then off to one side, kind of centered for the most part for these, I used a smaller octa, and usually I'm using, for some of these shoots, I'm using Beauty Dish, but for this one we wanted more coverage, a little softer light for this setup, so I went with a larger Elechrome Octabox. And then behind me I had a 7-foot umbrella providing that extra fill to continue that lighting from head to toe. So we would have some good lighting there to keep things so there was no harsh shadowing, that type of thing for this type of shoot. So that basically covers what I was doing on the main shoot, what I was hired to do for these outfits. The secondary shoot, what I wanted to do, and just kind of on a whim, just to provide them a totally different look. As I mentioned before, we had already photographed on white earlier in the season. So I set up 2 of the Pro Light mods, and they were just right off to my left, and I'll show some behind the scenes footage. That allowed me to take maybe 3 steps forward, rotate, and start photographing on a completely different set. The only other thing I had to do was move my boomed front light. I kept the same modifier, and it's on wheels. You've seen hopefully some of my video, or my main video on my booms, and I will link it. I guess it'll come right up here. But tremendous tool on wheels, easy to move around and up and down based off the height of your subject. So basically all I did was rotate that around. I did turn off the back, the lights, the 2 Einstein lights hitting my sweep over here. I turned those off because I was getting too much bounce off of the wall here. So basically that setup was 3 lights. And I get a lot of questions on here. Can you show more lighting setups that have less lights? So that lighting setup, 3 lights. I knew it was going to be mainly waist up, so I wasn't concerned with any fall off down below the waist. That kept it super simple. Also, speaking of lower light setups, I've been getting a lot of, I guess, comments in about using less lights. I do have a video, which I'll link here, about using 2 lights, and I think I extend that into 2 lights with bounces and stuff like that, so you can expand on that as well. But that was my thought process. So I could deliver them more than one style looking image, and this was mainly for the players. So then, because everyone is obviously very active on social media, these players love Instagram. They're in here filming during the shoot, and so it's kind of a fun way to give them something extra that then they can post on the social media accounts. And then it's a thrill for me to see that when it happens. So it's a lot of fun. Plus the light modifiers. they obviously give you a super unique look, and it's always fun to see everyone's reaction when they see them popping across on the computer. So that was my thought process, kind of going into this photo shoot on how I could, take it to another level. And there are obviously other things. It helps having a studio space like this. As you can see in that intro piece, I've got hair and makeup set up over here where they can make a whole a couple of hours of it, where the players can come in, get their hair and makeup done, they get dressed out, they've got areas to do all that stuff here. I've got a refrigerator with anything basically they want to drink, got snacks. It's just kind of, you want them to feel like they're doing something special and they're going somewhere special to do something special. And that, in this business, is what it's all about. And you don't need a studio like this. It's just a matter of, it could be, if you're setting up even outdoors, having chairs people sit down, have a cooler with drinks, have a basket with some snacks there, just to where you're catering to your clientele, to where they might remember those little things as much as the images at the end of the day. And I just feel like just those little touches can be what pops in people's minds when they are considering who to hire for their next photography need, their next photography job. It could be the little things like that, and obviously the end result is going to weigh in that decision. Plus, how you interact with everybody, that is tremendously huge. But it is sometimes those little things that can, put you in a different category or different league, a league of your own, I guess I could say. So it's something to think about, and I just want to throw that out there. I'm always trying to think of different ways to obviously light my subjects, but then at the same time, it's kind of like the old saying, under promise and over deliver type thing. And it's just, it can't be stressed enough. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all here today. I've got some other stuff coming up soon. So if you did feel this video was worthy, please hit that like button down there. It really helps things out. I know I can't be, unfortunately, as consistent as I was during the pandemic. Thankfully, I've got some work stuff going on, but those types of things really help these videos and keep them circulating on YouTube. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button like I mentioned earlier. You can also follow me on social media at QuantzPhoto on Instagram and Twitter. And please, y'all stay healthy and safe out there, and I will be here again in the next one.